Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Mr. Let's Paint. Let's paint. I think I love you, Alice P. Token. Okay, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. That's the program. Talking to you live here. We're having some fun. Or not. I'm gonna work on a painting today. And it's Whitney is digging the car. Okay, great. Fantastic. It is have you checked out the car commercials, the ads we've been putting out there? We're going to be doing actually a car dealership May 8th at Blackstone Gallery, 9th and Broadway downtown. Life size. They're going to be life size cars. And we're going to try to sell them for the price of a car. You know, like 20 grand. That's the idea. But anyway, I'm going to work on a painting today. So I'm going to have some coffee and then we're going to start the putting on a Ritz painting. Putting on a Ritz. And I got a Ritz cracker here. And I got a picture of Vladimir Putin. And I'm going to put him on a Ritz. Put it on a Ritz. Stick around for that. That should be exciting. But at the moment, we're going to have some coffee and decompress for a moment, for a moment's notice, until I get moving. Whitney, I still have those drawings. I'm supposed to fiddle with those, paint on them, and I haven't done that. And when do those ever? Yeah. All the May 8th. I'm a little. The thing is that because they're going to be life-size cardboard boxes, we're going to have to build them right there at the space. So we're only going to have like 3-4 days to make them. But I'm going to try to pre-cut some cardboard first, though. But, there's other stuff we can do. Anyway, it'll be fun. Fun. Hey guys, you want to ask questions about painting or arithmetic or something like that? Feel free to give us a call, 818-528-4516. Yesterday, while I was enjoying eating something, I forget what I was trying to eat, but I was enjoying it and I bit my tongue, and I'm being reminded of that as I'm talking. It sort of makes you not want to talk when you bite your tongue. I guess I bit it pretty good. Of late, I've been pretty clumsy. I've been bumping into things. And so I think my equilibrium is just a tad bit off. But we'll just be a little more cognitive, aware. Be a little more aware of your surroundings, I suppose. All right, we're having some coffee. 818-528-4516. It's Let's Paint TV. I'm gonna have to set up my easel. Okay, we got plenty of excuses. Give me a couple of minutes to set up, and we'll get going here on the program. We got Whitney and Michelle in the room. And I suspect that's all we got. All right. Well, let's see how that camera's shot. That's the wide shot. Let me see this. That's the shot I gotta fix. And then that one's wrong too. I'm probably drinking my coffee just a tad bit quicker than I would really want to, knowing that I'm providing a program of such stature, such importance. More inclined to wolf down the coffee, and as opposed to enjoying the true beauty of the sensation. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to start to enjoy that cup of coffee. But I don't want that coffee to get too lukewarm on me. So it's a race. It's a race between the enjoyment and then, of course, the fact that it's going to stop being nice and hot. Have you noticed that a cup of coffee from a pot is much more tastier than if you take the same cup of coffee and you microwave it? That's what I've noticed. You ever go to a coffee shop? You ever go to a coffee shop and they have a microwave and they microwave the coffee for you? I don't think so. Maybe we should do that. You know, maybe we should have a store, a restaurant where we just provide crap. Bad cooking, but I would have to, pass the health inspector. You can't just. But we would provide like just stuff that you put on in a microwave. Everything would be microwave this, microwave that. It would be basically stuff you could get at the 7-Eleven. It would be basically a 7-Eleven with a microwave, which what they have anyway. But this would be a restaurant, not a 7-Eleven. So you would order basically items from a 7-Eleven, but someone would actually serve them and put them into a microwave. So you'd be providing service. That's what I must say. I don't like that about going to those restaurants where you have to like put the meat in the boiling water. Those, I think they're Korean or they're Japanese restaurants where they give you a big tray of thinly sliced meats and vegetables, and then you throw them in a big boiling pot of water in the middle of your plate of your table. A lot of work, a little too much work for me. And then you're supposed to tip them. Why are we tipping you? We're the ones that cooked it all. All right. Okay, I've had my coffee. And I've had my say. I've had my say. Let's set this up. I've been itching to do this painting, so let's get going here. I got to put my easel up. Let's just do that. Let's just do it and stop complaining. I think I need another cup of coffee is what I need. And another, and another, and another, and another. I guess not. Coffee, you can only drink so many cups of coffee. Now beer is a different story. Beer seems like you could probably, at least I know I can. Well, even then I have to stop drinking. It's only because I'm somewhat aware that I'm probably drinking too many or something in terms of the emotional state that could be arise from drinking too many beers. But actually, something can happen too by drinking too much coffee. Actually, you can get kind of psychotic. I think there are stories about people having that issue. Let me be right back here. Get my paints. Okay. Ah, jeez. Damn it. Let's put this over here. I need my two hands to get this old rickety. Did I stay up late last night or just a coffee? Well, you know, it's a little of both, I guess. I don't know. Late for me is about 10 o'clock. I go to bed around 10:30. That's really late. No, I don't know. I don't really stay up much past 11, 12. I wasn't no late night. Ah, Jesus. Stuck. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let's get our easel, a canvas. Let's get this canvas. This will be a good canvas. Everything in here. You know what you can always use is some WD-40. That's always can be a helpful deal when these things start to not work very well. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's make this camera work for us. Okay. Jeez. zoom? There. Okay. I guess it doesn't. Did I? For goodness sake. How about that? Is that too high? Yeah, that's too damn high. Shit, only two choices here. All right, okay. All right. There. Look at that. I guess. Should I zoom in a little bit? Let's see. Okay, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna get a little more coffee. Just a tad bit more coffee. All right, we're about ready to start the program. So let's get a coffee here. Okay, I get my paints. Let me get my paints. Okay. All right. Move this shit out of the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. 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 All right. Well. Okay, about time for another cup of coffee. Hey, you're watching Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Thanks again for being here. We are happy that you're here. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to paint a painting, as mentioned before, putting on the Ritz. Putting on a Ritz. Before I get started, just mentioning. That's interesting. Just had an idea. We should try this. Paint a painting. I've been battling with this working on a large painting of a photograph of a landscape, which is something that I kind of despise and I battle and I get frustrated with. And frankly, it always comes out to being subpar, shitty, when instead of had I just gone out there and painted it in person, almost without fail, every time I've done that. I've gotten lucky, but more times than not, I'm always suffering. Anyway, that's what I've been doing with my painting of late, working on this painting. And it's like I look at it today and it just sucks. It sucks. It's all the life, all my life, all the life out of me. It sucked all the life. Mention that. And anyway, I'm itching to go out painting or doing something completely different, and that's probably what we need to do. That's why I'm looking forward to painting this painting today. All right, so that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm at. That's who I am at this moment. Itching to maybe succeed, I guess. As much as I don't mind, or I claim I don't mind, or I like accept failure. Sometimes it's still hard. It's still a bitter pill. It is still a bitter pill to take. Anyway, so I don't know what to do with this stupid. You know what it is? It's like one of these. Oh well, it's supposed to be for a particular. It's for a particular possible show, a possible sale, a possible this for this thing that I've been working on, and that's nothing worse. It's almost in a sense a commission piece, but it's actually not. But anyway, so it's time to move on, and maybe if it keeps being a dud, I might just bring it out here on this program and we can F it up. We can just kind of add some spice and activity, some extra, because it really gets down to it. That's probably what needs to be done to them. All right, 818-528-4516. Thanks again for being here. We're just about to get painting here. It's Let's Paint TV. We gonna paint. Gotta get hot in here. Let me just take my shirt off while I'm at it. I'm getting a little creeped out though, looking at a picture of Vladimir Putin. He's a little creepy looking, as you can see. I don't know if I've ever seen that guy smile. I don't think I have. And there's a Ritz cracker. Okay, that's my reference material. Let me take my shirt off. And yeah, so the moral of the story here today, what I would, if anyone out there is stuck on a project or try something different, for at least take a day off or something. I've been kind of thinking I'm going to try to bust that out and try to physically get it to work. And the way I work is the way I work. Obviously, I think it might work a scenario where you just kind of meticulously, mathematically, procedurally figure it out. That is possible. That's, at least I keep thinking that it is, and then when I keep trying, it's not the case. There's something else there. There's some other je ne sais quoi. The unknown. That anyway. So that's why I don't like working for photographs. But I just was looking at this photograph here. That was on the floor. of a cityscape. Again, this is a view that I prefer to be painting outdoors, but if need be, I would work from a photograph, which again, kind of scary at the moment because I don't like the idea of it so much. But I think we should try though. Paint these images upside down. You know, just so that we can free ourselves from what's really there, I guess. All right, let me get my gloves on and we'll put some paint down. Let's get some painting going here. We'll be painting in T minus 5 minutes. Basically, after doing this program on the internet for the past 5 years, 6 years, off and on, we basically don't get going till halfway through the program. Not always, but we're on par is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get going here. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. I think what I'm going to do is start off with painting the Ritz cracker first. And then we'll land Putin on top of the Ritz cracker. Because after all, he is on the Ritz. So let's focus in on that if we can. Okay. All right, let's get some paint on the. All right, another scenario, another situation here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. I mean, we're not okay. Let me get some paint on. And then what we'll do is we'll just say that the show is starting now, as opposed to before. Here's some paint thinner. Let's get some red. Oh God, my knee is acting up. 818-52. Okay, you got the number. There's the number. We're live. How about that? Get some red down. We need some more white. Where's my? Do I have? Oh, here it is. Oh, there you go. Oh, jeez. There you go. Some good amount of white. Okay. Some red. Alizarin. I need to get some more. Back that up. I'm going to regret it if I don't get more alizarin crimson on that. Some green. Green. Some. Oh, yellow ochre. Yeah, yellow ochre. And then some blue. Got my white. I need some yellow. And hello, we'll be ready to go. Okay. And just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and get some more of the alizarin crimson before I forget. So give me another minute and we'll get started here. Okay, all right, so let me get another thing of that. Just a second. Okay. That way we're ready. We're ready for later on. Okay, paper towels. It's one more thing to get. Okay, there are no more excuses here, guys. But it takes a while to set up. Just real time setting up can be somewhat tedious and basically a pain in the ass. All right, let's paint a Ritz cracker here. Let's get the Ritz cracker going on here. Ready? All right. Well, if we're basing it on starting at 11:30, which is kind of where we're at, we are doing just good. Okay, Ritz cracker. All right. There you go, big old Ritz cracker. We're not really going to worry too much about it being correct at the moment. We're just getting some paint down here. Start the battle in a way. And I guess I'm going to go big on this, I suspect. The bigger the better. It's probably the wrong color overall. That's okay. Maybe a little more white. That's what we need, some more white. This is basically a perfect circle. And now for the background, so I mean basically it would be simply, we could go as simple like this, a giant Ritz cracker with the picture of Putin inside it. But I was thinking, and we could play with this. Doesn't have to be the end all of end alls, but I was imagining doing some sort of background, and maybe some legs. I'm thinking of some legs here. Let's just see if this works. It's sort of in my mind, and might as well work it out with the paint. We can always get rid of it if it doesn't work. Okay, well so far I'm liking the idea. Now and then there would be some arms with the cane. I need to have that little cane. So there's an arm here. And maybe a top hat. Something like that. I don't know if I need the top hat or I put the top hat on the top of the thing. Maybe I put the top hat up here. Maybe I put the top hat up here, yeah. Okay, let's put the top hat up there. All right, so there's that. Then we don't need the hat over here. See, we just knocked the top hat over here. So I don't know what the arm does over there. We'll figure that out. Okay, so now I'm kind of okay with that. Now let's give it maybe I'm going to give it some curtains. It's like a theatrical. It's a theatrical production. That's the idea. So let's put some kind of a darker red curtain. I don't want to cause too much. And my paint seems to drip a lot all over the place, but that's all right. We'll get over it. Probably could do a better job of spreading the paint without dripping so much. I need you now. You need me now. You need do 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 bum 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 bum. If not, I will just die. Bum 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 bum. That song always makes me think of Young Frankenstein, so the top hat and Kane are perfect. Oh yes, yes, exactly. I'm always thinking of Putting on the Ritz with Marty Feldman. I think he was the guy doing it. Wasn't he doing it? Wasn't he the one? If you are the da 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 da, Putting on the Ritz. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's put I'm gonna probably put a yellow kind of floor, like a nice wooden dance floor. Excuse me. All right, so there we go. Ooh, the end is near. Da na 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 na. Do da 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 da. Okay, so we're blocking in, as you can see. That's the idea. We kind of filled up a lot of space here. A monocle, yeah, a monocle. But the thing is that I thought of that. Yeah, he kind of needs a monocle, but then I thought of it, but I didn't. I just sort of decided I better not, I guess. Okay, so let's go back and kind of add some vertical lines for the curtains. Just the regular corny, just how you would imagine curtains being, just kind of there. A bunch of vertical lines, just kind of put them there. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. You know, we could have reference on these curtains, but I'm not going to worry about it so much. I gotta say, I kind of enjoy that idea, the freedom of working from photographs, but also then just making stuff up. But probably some photo reference on what a curtain looks like might be Not a bad idea either. But there's something to be said about sort of hacking away. I don't know what you're supposed to say about it, but there is something to say about it. If you know what I mean. 818-528-4516. That's the number. Talking about painting or not, whatever you want to call about, you can call. That's a real phone number. We will take your calls. And if you have Skype, you can just call Let's Paint TV. That would be also another possibility for you. Okay, so we are kind of working the background. Now maybe we want to move on. You know, maybe we shouldn't spend all day fixing these curtains, hanging curtains. What did you do today? Oh, I was hanging curtains. So we got the idea across. Those say curtains. Okay, now almost always there's a little shadow, usually there. So let's do that, a little shadow. I think. There. I'm not reading the comments as much as I need to. Let me see what's going on here with the comments. Okay, we're still good. Okay, so then I use a lot of paper towels to clean my brushes. It seems to be the quicker route. It's a little wasteful, but what the heck. Okay, so now I'm going to give the idea that these are some wood floor, a little more, I guess. And maybe I need to get rid of the shadow. Okay, so we just kind of went right in there. That gives, sometimes these rework in the areas give it a little more depth. If you're lucky, it gives you the rework in those areas, you get more depth. If you're not lucky, you just overworked it. There's a fine line between overwork and giving it more depth. Sometimes it's one and the same. All right. Okay, so we got the background relatively resolved. Again, we can play with it for time until the end of time, sort of like that stupid painting I've been working on. That now looks overworked, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate myself. No, I don't hate myself. I just know, what I know is I know to move on. And at least take a break, and so I'm looking forward to doing something such as this. So let's go ahead and paint the Ritz cracker here. Okay, let's go to a bigger brush. Let's go to that big one. There you go. So that's sort of a shadow on one side more than the other. So let's just kind of keep that in mind. So then this area would be a little more lighter. I haven't done the little ripple stuff yet. I'm not worrying about that, but I'm getting there. Any minute now. Because really, you gotta have that little indentation from the Ritz cracker. It's got to be there. Let's go ahead and put the little dots in. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you got to kind of go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of how they are. That's how a Ritz cracker looks. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay. I never drawn a Ritz cracker before. So that's where our little holes are. Okay. There's the holes. Now let's add the little crinkles. Okay, let's get the crinkles here. Oh, okay, yeah, Whitney, yeah. I've been busy and I haven't gotten to them, but I been meaning to look at them and add something to them and stuff. Yeah. Someone else has sent me something too that I'm supposed to do. So I got it. I got that little thing to get to. Those are there on the. Okay, here they go. These are little guys. Boom. They're not as dark as I have them right now, but that's okay. Maybe I should go lighter over here. Okay, all right, so now let's I guess blend it in. Might be a little too dark. Now I'm feeling the effects of too much coffee. But that's all right. We'll deal with it. So this side's get the darker shadows, so let's work that area out and blend it. Probably got to go darker. Let's go even darker. Got to go darker. Dark down here too. Okay, that stuff is not so dark, but you have a dark edge. All right, let's work around the various guys. Don't worry so much about the middle because that's where we're going to put pudding anyway. Squint the eyes, I suppose that helps a little bit. This is lighter on this side, so just kind of, a lot of times just kind of again, I don't know if you, I think a lot of people are able to, as painters, and figured it all out. They don't have to go back to a particular area. I find that I go back to areas quite a bit because I just don't have it right and it doesn't look right, so I go attack it again. But that's sort of how I operate. But it's, and somehow it's in some ways it is not very efficient. But I think in painting there is somewhat a somehow that is fine. Having somewhat of a struggle in painting is actually quite can be very appropriate, well received, all those kind of deals. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, so we're kind of battling this this Ritz cracker. Wondering if the small brush is kind of screwing up things. So let's go back to a big brush here, guys. Always, when in doubt, go to a big brush. I find is usually a good choice to make. And I think what will make these, well, again, I don't know if we need to spend all day on the, because we got to put pudding in there anyway, so let's just kind of give it some extra little moves and then move on. You know what needs is those little dots of salt, here and there. That will be probably a good move. That might make it look more like a Ritz cracker. See, like already here, this area here is all wrong, so let's just wipe that off. And up here is lighter, and you're lighter, so let's just make you lighter. It's easy to do. A little wipe away. Shouldn't worry about the middle, but we are a little bit. Okay, so so we're just kind of moving it back and forth. That's kind of feeling good, that little move. Boom, 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 boom. That's kind of feeling, I'm getting the feel like it is looking more like the cracker that it is. All right, it's coming along, though it's not right at the same time. Let me put those little crackers, go to a small brush and put a little salt. Get a little salt in there. And then we got to move on to Putin himself. And surprisingly, once you do that, you might have to get away with not having to making it all precise. Sometimes the areas that you thought were a problem are not a problem anymore. Okay, so let's just I'm going to do some salt, little bits of salt here. Because that is, you got to have salt on the on your Ritz crackers. Though it's getting dirty, the salt. It's all right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we can come back to that, I suppose. I'm going to just kind of fine tune the line one more time on the edge. I might need a smaller brush. Let's get a smaller brush. And then we'll paint. We're going to put Putin in there. Oh man, don't do that to me. Ah! And that's some messy stuff too. Pick that up. Okay. All right, another paper towel. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and get some lines on there. Feel like it's somewhat necessary to do that. Kind of this brush is kind of, I might use a slightly bigger size brush. Let me see if I have one available. Yeah, this one's. Let's bring a new brush into the fold. Sometimes those little brushes are just too damn little. Not doing you any good. Okay. There's the hat. Let's put the hat in there. I think it's 12 noon already almost, huh? Well, we're going to go just a little longer because I want to finish this. So we'll be here for the next, probably another hour, I'm thinking. At least another half hour. Okay, so yeah, this is let's put some. Not having the best relationship right now with this paintbrush, but that happens. I find doesn't always, but it's a struggle. It can be a struggle. There now, see, now you're working with me. Now you're working with me. That's good. We can come back to these, but while I'm at it, I might as well finish you off. Okay, you're looking good. Good enough. Let's... Okay, looking relatively good. Let's move on to putting now. Though I should, let's put the cane in there before I forget, is what I'm trying to say. There's the cane. That's a good cane. There. Okay. And then what we need to do is just trying to clean up some of this mess. I can do this later, but somehow I feel obligated to fix it now. Okay, so then we got to put a hand on there. Just kind of. Just put some kind of hand. Is that right? I kind of don't like it. It needs to be a little more, yeah, a little more higher up. Okay, so erase this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so let's put I want to give it an elbow kind of deal. Like that. There. With the little white collar on the, and then have the hand come down. There you go. And now the cane. We'll fix it later if we need to. Okay, so have we done everything but actually painting Putin? I'm kind of liking just the Ritz cracker as is. But that's not the case. We shall finish this one off. Okay, so now I'll come back with the hand, fix the hand. That hand's not right. Okay, so now, here's the fun part, guys. Michelle, you're going to be bummed when I go ahead and paint on there, I know. But that was the premise. It was in my mind. Yeah, but it looks pretty good, huh? It looks like a damn Ritz cracker, doesn't it? Gosh. Damn. I'll tell you what, it looks better. It looks better maybe in on the camera than in real life. But then again, I'm just not being kind to myself, which tends to be the case. You tend to do that. One tends to do that. Could. Though some people are not like that. Some people are very certain of their abilities. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. I know. Let's just jump in, guys. Let's jump in. Let's just see what happens. All right. It's all right. Hey, look, I was telling you how I screwed up that painting, this one that I've been battling with for a long time already. So this is screwing this one up would be no big deal. I'm just going to put them in the center anyway, so not that that's a good thing or not. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Maybe I shouldn't be filling. I should just put this. Let's just put his features in there, as opposed to. Kind of got a jaw chin. Almost done, guys. Almost done. How are we doing with time? What's going on? What are you guys saying over here? Rained out yesterday. You know, I'm getting. Oh man. Let's see. Okay. So, still got some fiddling to do, but it's on its way. Left arm up and make them waving. Yeah. Because I had an arm over there before and I left it alone. And maybe we should do that. I could easily do that for sure. Bum 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 bum. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Let's keep going. Basically, I'm basically done. I got the point across. You know what I mean? Let's get to a bigger brush. This brush is going to be maybe better. Let's fix that. Pick up some of those dribbles here. Bop, 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 bop. Do 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 do. Oops, not what I wanted. Okay, so then we're going to go and finish it off with some arm on the other side. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we did it. Okay. Whoops. It's all right. I'm screwing that up. That's all right. Let me. Doesn't matter. What am I doing that for? Because there's certain things bother me. And it's really has no bearing on the idea. Okay. So we're basically done. I'm just going to give it a little extra fine tuning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe this could be somewhat of a something that you wouldn't want to do when you're in Russia. But I basically have no plans of ever going to Russia, so I don't think I'll really. Yeah, that's too bad. You can't make fun of stuff, politicians and stuff. Boy, we can here in the United States, and that is great. Not really making fun of them, actually. I'm just kind of making fun of the connection of the Seine putting on the Ritz. It's nothing too. There's nothing really anything more to it than that. Well, I guess that's it. Guess we did it. All right, guys, that's the show today. Thanks again for being here. We went a little overtime.
Well, just noticed something. Let me see. All right, that's it for now. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh.